What I'm about to share with you is something I'm about to teach about live on stage at Dealmaker Weekend in Tampa, Florida next week. And whether you're watching this video before I go speak or 2 years later, it doesn't matter. These concepts are evergreen. And I'm about to teach you the top 5 investments that pay the highest ROI in 2023. Make sure you watch the full video. You don't want to miss any of this. Just hearing about 3 of the 5 is not going to get you where you want to go. You need to learn all 5 of these investment strategies, and I'm going to teach you how to put them in play right now. So number 1 of the top 5 investments that pay the highest ROI in 2023 is learning highly sought after skills that pay tons of money no matter what the economy is doing. And when I say skills, I'm talking about things that are in extremely high demand, like high ticket sales, digital marketing, learning how to do cybersecurity, things that people are needing in today's world. And no matter what happens, there's not enough people learning these skills. There's so many companies now that are growing online, like all of my companies, and we're hiring people like crazy who are content creators, high ticket salespeople, highly decorated digital marketers, direct response copywriters. So if you're going to focus on investing in something this year, besides a monetarily investment, focus on yourself. There's things that you can do yourself and learn skills that will never be taken away from you. You can't have a foreclosure on your skills. You can't have those taken away from you. Learn them, invest in yourself, learn the skills that people are paying a lot of money for and that there's a very big demand for. So number 2, invest in already profitable cash flowing businesses. And just so you know, my day job, I'm part owner and partners with Carl Allen at Dealmaker Wealth Society, and we literally teach business acquisitions. At any given time, he and I have tons of businesses in the hopper that we're working on closing using a lot of LBO, leverage buyout strategies. And one of the things that you could focus on this year that can pay an incredibly high ROI and get you to what we talked about in a previous video, surges of income, is learning how to buy cash flowing businesses, businesses that are already past that failure rate. 96% of businesses fail in the first 5 years. What I'm talking about right now is buying one of the 4% that survive, businesses that already have people, processes, customers, reputation, rather than going and starting a business. And I've started businesses, trust me, we've started businesses, and it's a lot harder. Everything has to be made up from scratch, right? But buying a business and buying things and buying profit that's already coming in can really get you an incredible ROI in 2023. And we teach this every single day. I'm about to speak at an event coming up, actually the next 2 weekends, where I'm talking about this. It's an incredible skill set. You got to go learn this skill. Learn from us. You can go to dealmakercarl.com, download some free training to get started. It's an absolute game changer. Number 3, cash flowing assets. I know as the intentional investor, it's not a surprise that cash flowing assets is on this list. At the end of the day, having something as a resource like a cash flowing asset that's creating money for you and income without you having to exchange your time is definitely the holy grail. Some people call it passive income. This could be a long-term rental property. It could be an Airbnb or a Verbo. It could be a lot of different things. I actually met somebody through one of our programs named Angelo, really inspired me. He built a Turo business where he has all these cars out in Arizona, and he's got them parked somewhere near the airport in Phoenix. And as people fly in and they don't want to do rental cars, they rent cars from him. And he pays like 8 to 12 grand a car, and then he rents them out for $50 to $200 a day. I mean, it's a cash flowing asset. So learning strategies that allow you to take your resources and invest them in assets that return cash flow has got to be on the list of the top 5 highest paying ROI investments in 2023. And I'm telling you, you should jump in. Number 4, this may not be what you think. When you first started watching this video, you're probably thinking about stocks and crypto. That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about things that you can invest in besides just things with money. And number 4 is specifically the most important one to me. It's about investing in upgrading the company you keep. My uncle taught me something, and he doesn't even remember saying it. It kind of blows my mind, but it actually shattered my world. It was the most incredible thing that I've ever heard at the time. And he said, Chris, you got to go find people and hang out with the people that you want to be in 10 years. And to me, that was just earth shattering. I ended up upgrading the company I kept, and I just kept matching and matching and matching their salaries and their income and their net worth. And I was just around people who inspired me and challenged me and showed me. They were like a guide for me to show me how I can be at their level. So I urge you to upgrade the company you keep. And I'm not telling you to dump all your friends. Most of your friends may be losers, and you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So I'm just saying, but think about where could you go to meet these people, meet the people that you want to be like. Go to events, join masterminds, get out there. Another analogy that I love is my mentor, Clayton. He told me one time, he said, Chris, you're like a zebra in a room full of horses. Like, just You're different. People just don't quite get you. He said, I'm going to take you somewhere where I can find you a room full of zebras. Go find your people. He enrolled us in a mastermind, cost us tons of money, absolutely changed my life. Now I'm around people who have my same interests. I'm around people who are much more successful than me. And then I've just been reaching for it and reaching for it. And just by upgrading the company we keep, you can really make some incredible gains in 2023. Last but not least, everything we've been talking about is all leading to something called surges of income. If you haven't watched my video on surges of income, go check it out. Okay, surges of income is a really cool concept where it's not about the money you make on a regular basis. It's not about the money you make from your paycheck, because no matter what, cost of living and inflation always catches up. But a surge of income comes from 4 or 5 different things. And interestingly enough, they're all right here on the board. The idea of having incredible skills where you can do product launches and sell lots of something really quickly and make a big surge of income, where you could buy cash flowing businesses and have a business sale where you make tons of money at closing, or from profit distributions, cash flowing assets like real estate and property where you can sell that and make another surge of income. And then over here, upgrading the company you keep. This all leads you to something bigger than what you have now. And these surges of income do something very special called growing your net worth. And growing your net worth is really simple. Net worth is what you own minus what you owe. So when you have surges of income, you can take those surges of income and reinvest them into things that are going to grow your net worth. The net worth is found by having equity in houses, equity in vehicles, cash on hand, securities, liquidatable assets. Those type of things build your net worth. So when you get these surges of income from upgrading the company you keep and from having cash flowing businesses and learning amazing skills that pay incredible wages no matter what the economy is doing, and also upgrading the company you keep and joining masterminds and going to events and meeting new people that you want to be like and spending as much time with them as humanly possible. When you get those surges of income, don't piss them away. Reinvest them, grow your net worth, because at the end of the day, your net worth is your ability to borrow. And your ability to borrow from a bank and be able to borrow from your resources to go and generate more resources is going to allow you to escape the 9 to 5, where you can be intentional, like I am, about you can choose your battles. You don't have to go to work if you don't want to. And you can let your money and your resources grow and pay a return.